At this time, I think it is time to call this meeting to order. If y'all will, we will stand and Heavenly Father, we ask, Lord, for your hand upon us this day. Father, we ask for your guidance and ask that you give us understanding, Lord, and help us to have a good meeting today. Father, and we ask this in Jesus' name and give you praise. Place the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You might be seated. Ms. Gerda, would you mind reading the minutes from the last meeting?
Minutes from the last meeting, huh? The POA refinanced the tractor in our notes are lower, which will help considerably. The door storage in the front has been picked up, and it's suggested that we buy do not rot door frames. So Jean has picked that up. Sarah asked for the beach, and everything's getting done about it. The board told the body about our lawyer in Woodville and that he is working on it. Joseph said that the POA needs to talk to the GCEQ about the lakes. Jimmy Foster and Meredith Harrison both resigned from the board. Sarah asked if there's going to be an election to replace them. Jean told her that the board can appoint persons after the next until the next election, and then he asked anyone that would like to serve on the board to let him know. Elmer asked about the speaker system, so Ann said that people could talk better, hear better. Tony explained that the walls put out an echo and it would not help because it's too loud to understand what's being said.
Miss Kelley, can you speak a little bit louder, please? I know it's hard to do.
Yeah. Joseph suggested. What?
You want me to finish this?
Yeah.
Anyway, Joseph suggested that everyone just be quiet while others were talking. I know he was doing his best, but that doesn't always work in a building where you've got an echo. Miss Diana talked about the county and the roads and their responsibilities. The secretary said that she would look into it. Diana also asked about the front of the neighborhood around Family Dollar. There was a debate on who is responsible for it, and I suggested that we try to get volunteers to help pick it up. Joseph said that the property between the store and the fire department is privately owned, and it is, but still, as a property owner, if you feel compelled to pick up some trash, no one's going to complain about it. You know, if you want to help, you're welcome to. Bear brought up game night and volunteered to be at the building for any event or any, even if needed. Erwin talked about his pastor coming and getting to the building with food, clothing, and such. Miss Diana asked about non-residents renting the building. I brought up the fact that the board members all are volunteers and we make the time to serve the community. Then I brought up the fact that the bylaws are set up to pay the secretary. Oh, Lord. And the secretary on the board right now the secretary does not accept any money from the POA. Joseph made a motion to adjourn, and Erwin seconded that motion. That was basically the minutes from the last meeting. It was short and sweet.
Do we have a motion to accept the minutes? Bear? Okay. Do we have a second?
I'll second. Nobody else will.
Mary.
This is wrong. This is wrong. I didn't look at it when I did it, when she did it. It's wrong because it didn't take account that amount. If you guys are looking at the financials, the ending account balance is off because it did not add in what was already in the bank. So it's the $18,517 plus the $5,445.73. Those two need to be added up because we didn't go through that much money. That balance is after what was deposited, not what was in there. Do you see what I mean? That was, that 18,000 was not added into that amount. Does that make sense? Because that's not right.
Yeah, because that's showing down here in savings, you know.
That's not right. That was not counted. That was not included.
Okay.
What is this $641 security amount to?
I don't have a copy
That's
of
the
that.
building,
That's the insurance?
the building.
$641.75.
I think she's got these off. I think that's the insurance.
Yeah, because it goes down one line. Yeah, that's the insurance, and the building was 129.
Miss Laura is still trying to work her way through our system, and the lady that was supposed to help her is out of town at the moment, so she was on her own up here. If there's any discrepancies, please accept my apology, and we will correct it and have it ready for you at the next meeting. But Laura hasn't been in front of a computer in quite some time, so it's taken her a little time to get her feet wet.
It's down one line. The 600.
What is the security for $641? What is
No,
that?
Elmer, the $641 is our insurance payment for the building. It's down one line where it should be.
She got it off one line.
Okay.
It should be on insurance.
It's off the line.
The $129 is what we paid for the security system, ADT system is what the security system is. And that's $129.64. Does that make sense now?
Our legal fees is $1835. That was for the attorney that we hired out of Woodville. It's the only one we could find that would work with us. We couldn't find one here in Polk County that would work with us. And so we have one out of Woodville. That's what that is. We did get the excavator fixed. We had purchased the other final drive that went out, plus we fixed hydraulic leak on the high speed, and we had to repair one of the hydraulic cylinders that was leaking real bad. We were pouring like 5 gallons of oil out every time we used it. So those have been repaired. It is up and running. We used it yesterday, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
And we've got some culverts on, which were
Just off of Clark Springs.
Clark Springs.
Several of the, if you've ever been down Clark Springs after a really heavy rain, about halfway down it, that whole road washes out. The county's put tons of rock in there and it keeps washing out. So after the last hurricane, when we had to rent the big piece of equipment, we took some of the culverts and end walls from that the county or the state donated, where they're tearing up 190. We moved them over onto Clark Springs. We've got 4 roads over there that we're about to install culverts and end walls on to stop all of this washout. So that's where we're going to be working next.
We have done 3 roads with the maintainer and the tractor recently. Tony and I did. And So we are working on it.
And on a positive note, we have, are working with the fire department and helping them out. We are doing, the guys used the equipment yesterday to tear down the old cover for the barbecue grill that's over there.
That was falling down.
That was falling down, so we're gonna get, people have donated things to build a cover for it. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna have to fix the cement around the grill, so that the fire department can start doing fundraisers with barbecues and that. We are doing a second project with them on May 3rd. We're doing a pancake breakfast with them, and on May 3rd, and it's going to be here in our building, and we're going to serve pancakes and sausage at a reasonable price.
And coffee.
And coffee. And we have someone outside of our community has reached out to me last night and is willing to help with donations on some of the supplies for this fundraiser. And I meet with him on Monday to see what they're willing to help us with the pancakes or the sausage or what have you. I meet with him on Monday. He's also the gentleman who wants to help out with the bus stops. So I will be talking to him about that too.
My deal is, how much money is that grader costing us?
I'm sorry?
How much money has that grader costed the community with repairs and all of that?
It has to be the excavator.
Yeah, you must mean the excavator. The grader, we really haven't spent any major money on. It's run good since we got it, except for the steering gear that went out, and that was last year. So we don't really spend any money on the grader. Now, we have spent some money on the excavator, but you know, it's money that's necessary because we need the machine.
I've never seen a machine come out of the building over there. I mean, maybe I'm in the wrong part of the subdivision or something that's been used, and I've never seen it come out of the building.
Right? We just used it a couple of days ago for 3 different roads.
Yeah.
We do use it only as necessary.
I know you use the box loader,
The tractor and the box blade.
I ran the maintainer the other day. Like I said, I was on three different roads, and I'm going to start back over on this side here, working a lot of these side roads that the county doesn't do. That's
One of the things that the fire department has is, and wants to work with us a lot on, is our roads, so that they can get their equipment down it when need be. So we are working on that.
I know this might seem a bit of a stretch, Elmer, but if you would like, whenever we do run it, I'll give you a call and you can come out and watch how we do it and, you know, watch what it does for the roads. And
for this 900 times that nobody ever calls, you know. I'd like to learn how to do that, but
that machine is very hard to run because of it's got a half a turn of slack in it. And you can be going one way and all of a sudden the wheels are going to go another way.
yeah, they'll just track a different direction on you.
And
But it's not something, I mean, we got used to running it, so it's not something that bothers us. But to a new operator, it may give you a little trouble.
it'll put you up in somebody's yard or in a ditch or
Quick.
in the tree line real quick.
we just got it out that road. It's not doing us any good.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's broke down or.
No,
It hasn't been broke down.
it'll go out. I can go out there and start it right now.
It fires right up, no problem.
As a matter of fact, when he brought it back 2 days ago after doing the one over on, the one you and Tony did together.
Yeah,
He did the road in between the fire department and the mailboxes.
I did the drive for the fire department. Also.
You sure did. I forgot that. He just scraped the driveway for the fire department.
so they can get in and out.
Change the subject. We're gonna put our sign back up, Indian Springs.
We've got nowhere to put it, Elmer. We've talked to the dollar store. They won't allow us to put it on their property. And we've talked to the private individuals inbound. They won't let us put it on their property. We've got nowhere we can put it. We would love to see a sign go back up out there. As a matter of fact, we had a verbal agreement with the Dollar General when they were building that they were going to allow us to leave our sign there. Then they changed it and said, well, we can't leave it there, but we're going to help you move it to another location. And then they called us and says, sorry, not going to happen. So that's why I don't even shop in there. They, we worked with them and they lied to us.
That property right there, that empty property, somebody owns it.
Yes, sir.
That little one spot right there, one block.
That little strip on the left there as you're going out, there's two sisters inherited that. And they can't seem to agree on anything. I don't even believe they'll agree they're sisters. They fight and argue about everything, and they both told us, you're not utilizing our property. We've reached out to them. The gentleman that owns what's across the road is the one stealing the swimming hole. He won't allow us to put it over there. So we're stuck, Elmer.
The only place we could put it would be right out here in front of the building.
So what do you do? I mean, I'll entertain any ideas, but we've reached out to everybody possible.
On the property up here closest to the mailboxes and whatever.
Well, that's not a bad idea, actually. I don't see why we can't put it on the property line between us and the fire department. We probably could put a new sign in there. You'll still see it coming into the neighborhood. We'll reach out to the fire department about that. We are working with them closely now, like we've never been able to before. They understand that we serve the same community. There's no reason there should ever be any bickering. I'm believing there's supposed to be a member here today, but I don't see them. We're going to start going to their meetings, and they're going to come to ours.
We got that big sign that we took down, but it's just laying out there.
Yeah. There's just nothing we can do, Elmer. I mean, I don't know what to say. Now we do. Go ahead.
We would have to own the land, and we don't own any land over there.
Yeah. There is a gentleman in the neighborhood that approached me the other day, Gene and I. He's got 30 years in the sign business. He's retired from the sign business. And he told us if we want to get the material, this community sign out here, that we can completely redo it to upgrade it, make it look a little fresher, a little newer. And were you going to bring up changing the name?
Go ahead. You're there. I was thinking about
Gene was. Well, we talked about this the other day. This used to be called Totem Pole Lodge, and that's what everybody knew it as. Well, when Miss Harlow was elected in as president, she changed it to the community center because it sounds more, city-ish, I guess. And we've had a lot of people approach us and say, why can't we change it back to the Totem Pole Lodge? We would love some input. If we'll put it out on Facebook, and if folks are interested in changing the name,
we'll change it back.
We don't have to take a vote to do that. We can change it back. So if that's something that y'all would like to see happen, we would love to put it back the way it was. Do you have any thoughts? Doesn't really matter either way.
Do it at the community center, not even whatever they call it now.
Right.
Yeah, I still refer to it as the lodge whenever I talk to
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. They definitely. Totem pole.
Well, we'll put it out on all the Facebook platforms and see if anybody's willing to weigh in on it and see. And if there's, hey buddy, if there's more people.
My daddy broke my heart. I gotta go.
Okay. If there's more people that weigh for it, that would like to have it back, we'll change it. But, if everybody says we don't really care, I guess it'll stay the way it is. So,
Upcoming projects, because I know that on Facebook they were saying about the flags. We have lights, we just haven't had time because they were doing the project for the fire department. But we have lights to put, solar lights to put up, we just have to get them put up. Our flags have disappeared.
The only flag that we have right now is the MIA POW flag. We had 2 flags, US and Texas flag, that were brand new. They'd been up, and we took it down when we had that heavy windstorm, rain and everything, because we didn't want those poles to break again. And I put them in the office. I took them down, I folded them, I put them in the office. I went in there to get them yesterday, could not find them.
And we haven't been able to find, I've looked too, and haven't been able to find
They
them.
have
Disappeared.
vanished. So I'm going to pick.
Spring, it ain't nailed, well, you used to say if it ain't nailed down, it's gonna be gone.
Well, it's confusing, Elmer, because that door has to stay locked, because that's where our office is. And even when we rent the building, that door fits so tight, you can't get a credit card in it, you can't get into it unless you know how to pick a lock. So unless somebody picked that lock somehow, I don't know how they got those flags out of there, but that's all that's missing is just flags, as far as we know. Anyway.
I'm going to pick up 2 new flags, and I've got to come up here with my ladder and get up on top of that sign. I'm going to put those lights on top of the sign so that they can't disappear. They've got stakes where you can stick them in the ground or you can screw them down. I'm going to screw them down, let them charge good, and then I can come up at night and adjust them so that they're shining up on the flags.
So that was, that's addressed.
Whatever became of
The bus stops,
for the kids.
the gentleman who volunteered to help us out last year reached out to me last night, and he's still interested in doing that. So I meet with him on Monday. So as soon as I meet with him on Monday, I will have a better idea where we're at with that, and what we need and what we're gonna do.
Yeah,
They're,
They're donating.
the framework that,
somebody donating material or donating a building or?
The gentleman is donating the material, isn't he?
Yeah, hang on, the framework that was originally suggested was one that Sarah Trost had come up with, and the guy looked at it and he said he didn't think that would work, and so we've been trying to look at other things. And I come across something the other day, a couple of weeks ago, headed to Lufkin, that I saw, and I got to thinking, we've got those big posts sitting out here, over here in the laydown yard, that we can use for corner posts, and they're big enough, we don't even have to put them in the ground, we can stand them upright, cut them, make sure they're cut square, and just stand them up, put the frame around it, frame it up, and then form it in, and create a bus stop that way, and it'd be fairly quick.
You got the area where they want to place them out, or
We've got a couple of areas that we can do it. One, we're going to be probably out here somewhere here on the property, maybe back here or over here by the mailboxes, I don't know. And then there were some other properties that people said we could put one up. But we'll have to look at those to see, because I mean these posts are pretty good sized posts. They're not little, so we'll have to look and see what we can do with them, if we can use them there or if we'll have to come up with something else.
And I will know more when I talk to him on Monday. Because it's not been forgotten. It was a gentleman that worked with Sarah, so I didn't know what his name was, and when I put up the post yesterday about the farm breakfast thing, he said that he reached out to me, and he mentioned that, and we set up an appointment for Monday. He's gonna call me on Monday, and then we'll meet up and figure out what we're gonna do.
And I'd like to be there.
There's a question from the community. That's for the board. They're asking or they're concerns about speed limit in the neighborhood. Some people drives very fast, and they're saying that the speed limit right now is 30 miles per hour.
It is, and it's posted in several places.
Correct. So the question is, who set the speed limit? Is it the state, the county,
County,
is it us?
sheriff, yeah, county does.
The county does. So they're asking what we need to do if we want to decrease it, probably like 20 miles per hour instead of 30. Is that possible? Do you think it's a good idea? Just a question from the community.
It's a possibility, but enforcing that is where we're
Yeah.
gonna have a problem.
Understand?
Yeah, I mean, that's just like the 30-mile-an-hour speed limit now. You got people that'll drive 40 and 50. And you don't have a deputy sheriff out here patrolling. And they know it, and that's why they drive like that. So even if you decreased it to 20, it's not going to make any difference. They're still going to drive like that. And by the time you call the sheriff's department and they got somebody out here, they're gone.
So the POA is not able to change that speed limit, correct?
It's the
It's
same.
not something-
They can request it. We can request it to be changed.
But we're not the one directly responsible for the speed limit, is the
No.
county.
No, not initially. Like Gene said, we can request that we lower our speed limits because depending on which officer you talk to, either we're private roads and they can't enforce anything, or they're public roads and anybody can come in here that wants to. It depends on the officer and his attitude, depending on the answer that you get.
Right.
So we can go to the commissioner's court. We can request that we lower our speed limit to 12 miles an hour if we want to. But again, like Ms. Gerda said, enforcement's impossible. We can scream about it all we want, but they're going to drive the way they want.
So that's my opinion on that. That you're right that we cannot enforce the speed limit, and lower it down is not going to solve the problem. But the property owners, they would like to know who is the responsible party. It seems like it's not us as the PO, the one responsible for that, and it's the county. So if we can suggest it, but doesn't mean it's going to happen.
Sure.
Exactly.
We can go to commissioner's court and we can petition them to allow us to lower the speed limit. What's going to happen is more than likely, if they say yes, they're going to tell us that it's on us to buy the speed limit signs. Now we can make some, we can put them up. In the end, that will give the officers the opportunity to write more tickets if they're out here and if they're radaring. But on a dirt road, on a really dusty dirt road, 10 miles an hour looks like 50 when you're going down the road because you send up so much dust. So again, how do you judge how fast someone's going?
100%, I agree.
Yeah, this is going to be a problem for a while, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
And as a community, we need to be more conscious of it.
Because they can, Elmer. Because they can. People know this is a residential subdivision and that there's kids out here on bicycles. They don't care.
Yeah. I mean, the traffic on over Long Pole is, probably, I don't know how it is on the rest of them, but on that one, when they come down through there, they're coming down there through there 55, 60 miles an hour.
Sure.
And the dust is all blowing up and stuff.
Every one of our major streets, Don, Old Barney, Old Longpole, Gordon, every one of the streets that have any distance to them, these people look at it like it's a quarter mile.
Yeah.
So they run through there just quick as they can.
Yeah.
So,
What you can do about that? Speed bumps.
nothing legal.
Speed bumps.
Yeah.
But the problem with speed bumps is they get washed out.
Now let me put them in right,
Don't we have enough natural speed bumps out here already?
I was going to say we have plenty of them.
Oh my God, they're everywhere.
And
Anyway.
on dirt road, they're not gonna stay.
Yeah.
They'll wash away.
Yeah.
Or somebody will go, oh, cool, I want that.
Yeah. They'll try to make their car jump,
Yeah.
go airborne.
Because
Anyway.
if they're going down the roads that are like this, 50 miles an hour, that's screwing up their suspension and they don't care.
You put speed bumps up out there, they're gonna have more complaints about, or they caused my car trouble with the front end and all that because of running over the speed bump.
Yeah.
But you can't convince them, you just slow down a couple
Slow down a bit,
miles per hour.
yeah.
You don't have to worry about it. You don't know. They got somewhere to go.
Everybody's in a hurry.
What's next?
Oh, what is next?
New business? Did we talk about that?
The what?
The new business, we did kind of talk about it.
Okay, I don't know about the fire department.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same thing I've got. There's not much there.
Yeah.
Like she said, the financial statement is not correct. It's off and everything's off the line too. So,
We will make sure we get it.
The actual statement is fairly correct. It's just everything's off one notch, so it's a little confusing, but
do we have a motion to accept the financial?
I thought we
Mary-
did that already. I'm sorry.
No, that was the minutes.
Oh, okay.
Financial is accepted.
Security, but you gotta go up one line.
Yeah, because 129 is the ADT.
And I know we've touched on this lightly, but we cannot stress this enough. We are doing our best to help the fire department any way we can. And if you have any interest at all, you can help them as well. They're struggling right now. They've had a couple of hiccups. They've only got a few members, but they still can respond to fires. They wanted us to let you know they can respond to fires. The only thing they can't respond to right now are the emergency calls. They don't have anybody qualified that can go and do emergency stuff, medical stuff, put it that way. We're helping them clean up the property, get the building situated so they can start doing fundraisers again. Hopefully we'll be able to bring music back to the neighborhood and other functions that used to thrive here, but they're not here anymore. I'm not going to blame it on anyone or anything. It's just happenstance. So we're going to try to support them and get them back up and operating. Anything you can do to help as a property owner or as a volunteer. You don't have to volunteer to fight fires. Help them clean the building and do various things that they need. Contact them. Ask them what can you do to help. Just be part of the community.
And of course, any donations they would appreciate.
Yeah, they're struggling financially.
Yes.
And
They're worse off than we are right now because they lost their grants due to mismanagement of former chiefs.
anything they can do, they need, as a community, we need to have them here. We live in the woods. We need to have the fire department. So we need to work with them to keep them here.
Otherwise, it's Indian reservation or what's the other one that they mentioned?
I don't remember.
I don't remember. It's one other one that's not here close by. So
The reservation responds when they're asked, Segno, Livingston, they all respond when they're asked to. But having our own fire department here is a bonus, any way you look at it.
Yeah, you keeping the fire department up is,
Yeah,
And as a community, we need to do it.
yes, I mean,
absolutely.
As a community, we need to do
whatever we
it.
can do.
Anything else on your agenda?
not that I can think of.
Do we have any more questions?
I don't have any more questions.
Can we open the floor for questions?
Well, let's see. Do we have a second?
Bear, you're gonna have to come closer, brother, because the echo is so bad.
Oh, we do have new business. Easter is,
Just around the corner.
Next weekend, next Saturday. We want to do something for the kids. Cynthia has volunteered to help organize it. So we're looking at having a snow cone machine and doing hot dogs and having some games and of course Easter egg hunts. We've had people donate the plastic eggs, but if anybody wants to donate like candy or little trinket things for the kids to put in Easter eggs, that's great. Even icing the syrup for the snow cones.
Syrup for the snow cones.
Yes,
And I understand you can get it from Walmart.
yeah. We want to do that for the kids, and it's going to be, I think it's 1 to 4,
I don't know.
is what Laura and I were discussing yesterday.
Okay.
Is 1 to 4. That way it's in the afternoon, but not too late that people can't go home and get ready, cook dinner for their families and everything else. And it'll be up here, we will have the bouncy house up, because we have the bouncy house. Somebody had donated a, like a little pit with all the balls for the kids, ball pit, and we're gonna do that for the little kids.
I skipped one of my notes. If you can, Jean, please touch base on the issue where people, where property owners finance their property or finance their home, right? And as far as the payment to the PO, the annual payment, they assume that the payment comes out the mortgage company.
Yes.
But that's not.
That's not the
Can you touch
case.
base on that for us, please?
Yeah, that is not the case. Now, there may be some that do, but for the most part, the homeowner is responsible for their POA dues. It's not the mortgage company's responsibility. Now, if whenever they're drawing up the contract, if they, stipulate it or something, if the homeowner says, okay, look, I want my POA dues paid annually, then they can arrange that. But if nothing is brought up, then it is on the property owner to pay the dues. Is that clear?
Yeah, that's correct. And to add more to that usually the mortgage company will not pay the POA fees or the HOA fees. They don't want to be involved in that. That's just too much work for them. So it's really boils down to the property owner. You need to check and make sure if they're paying for you or not. But most likely it's not. So if it's not, please correct that problem and stop assuming that the mortgage company is making the payment for you, because we really do need the money here. We have a lot of things that we need to work on, and without that money, it will leave us in disadvantage, and then when we look like we are not doing enough for the community.
True. Also, all the checks for the dues, I have never seen anything from the mortgage company. Title company is totally different. Those we get when people close on properties and they pay if there's any dues owed, they'll pay the back owed and a transfer fee, but that's usually when they sell it, and that will bring you current. After that, it is up to you. The mortgage company is not going to call POA and find out whether or not the dues have gone up for that year.
Couple of quick things on my end. I got a call from a property owner this morning. When her and her husband bought out here, they set up a little play area for the grandkids, and they bought this convertible bench. It's like a wooden bench for kids, but you unfold it and it turns into a cool little picnic table for kids. Well, their grandkids don't come up anymore because it's too far of a drive for their family. So she's donating it to the POA. When we leave here today, I'll take a volunteer and we'll go get it. So if you see a new picnic table out here, kind of keep an eye on it, because things walk away. It's sad you got to anchor it down, but until we get it anchored, if y'all see somebody loading it up, call the police. I'm not sure if we're going to keep it in the building for now or mount it outside, but just one more thing that property owners are trying to do to help. And I want to dispel a rumor before it gets started. I was accosted at Lowe's the other day by a property owner that said not only does the board not do anything for the community, but we spend the money on ourselves and fabricate receipts. And I told him, I said, would you like to come and look at the receipts? Our books are open to anybody that wants to view them. He said, well, you can print your own receipts. I said, sure we could, but there's phone numbers on the receipts. Call the companies, make sure we bought this stuff. But he was adamant that none of the money that comes in here gets spent on the roads. So I guess he's assuming the fuel that we buy for the tractor is free, the rock that we buy and the dirt that we buy to fix the roads, that's all coming to us free, and we're just having a party up here with all the free money. You know, I mean, I'm just blown away every day at the rumors that I hear by people that won't even come in the building and talk to us and ask questions or get involved. They're quick to run their mouths, but they will not get involved with what goes on up here.
Not here, are they?
No, he's not here. He's not going to come in here.
No.
All you can do is smile, shake his hand, and tell him have a good day, and that's what I did. You just have to walk away. The stupidity abounds. I cannot believe how ignorant some grown adults are. It's just too easy to point fingers and accuse other people of things. So I just, in case you've heard that rumor, I just thought I'd share it with you.
That's a new one.
One more thing, and we've got a guy that's going to do our air conditioner. We've got to take those 2 trees down and then pour a slab. And we've already looked into how much concrete we've got to buy. So any volunteers, and I think those are oak trees. If you have a wood burning heater, or if you barbecue or whatever, whenever we take them down, anything that's reasonable size that can be split and used for barbecue, for fireplace or whatever, we'll try to cut it and stack it up, maybe over close to the road. All the smaller stuff, the branches stuff, we'll pile up and burn. But I can't see if it can be utilized, just burning it and somebody not getting use out of it. My nephew said he'll come up and help us cut it down and cut them up. Anybody else that want to come up, when do you want to do that, Tony?
Oh, I don't care. I'm available anytime.
So,
There are a lot of people out here that still burn wood in the winter for heat. So if you have a neighbor that you know does burn wood, we have a trailer, we have the tractor, we can help get it to their house if need be, so we want to give to the community as much as we can, but resources only go so far.
I got another thing.
Sir,
I got another thing.
what you got?
I mean, what can they do to improve the hearing in here? I mean, can they move the windows down or whatever, what it's going to, you got, everybody's a carpenter more or less or something you can help. 'Cause I can hear a word y'all say.
the only thing that I know of that we can do is to put something on the wall, something that would help deaden the sound, which you could put carpet up, you could put styrofoam, ceiling tile, anything like that will absorb.
Why not just lower the windows and make it decent?
Lowering the windows is not going to take care of the space. That's not going to change any of it. You'd have to lower the ceiling and still put something on the walls because it's such a big open area.
And there's no soundproof whatsoever.
But I hear y'all, but I'm just shaking my head.
So,
I'm sorry, Elmore.
I mean, what the thing that I have looked at that's the cheapest is that styrofoam insulation that they use on houses, on the side of the houses. Half inch, 3/4 inch thick, something like that, that we can you can take it literally and glue it. And we can still paint it and make it look nice. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
but that would absorb the sound.
You have to put it on the walls, the ceiling, or what?
The walls.
Put it on the walls would
I
help.
think the walls would help a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And then from there, we can decide where else we need to put it.
We built these items that you see hanging now on the advice of a gentleman that's in the music business. And he walked in, heard the echo. He says, you can build these and it'll deaden all that. Didn't work. We're open to suggestion.
Anyway, on to something else.
I mean, that's,
I did have a hard time doing it.
I understand, I do
All
too.
these speakers and all of this stuff, this is my work. What it's good for, I mean, what are we using it?
We're recording the meetings so people can see it online.
We put it out on Facebook for people that can't show up or can't be here. Believe it or not, there's quite a few folks that do watch the video.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for that.
Sure.
I just, I mean, for recording, yeah.
We can start, get an estimate of how much we would need and how much would cost us to try to deaden some of the sound and see if it works. But we gotta figure out how much it costs first. And go the most cost efficient way to do it.
I'm like Gene, just get that styrofoam.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, we still
do
gotta.
half of it down, half of it next month, or a month, or a few months down the road.
Well, first of all, we need to get the air.
You're gonna have to spend money.
Yeah.
Sure.
But first, we're gonna have to get our air conditioner fixed
Yeah,
because summer's coming first. And if we don't have the air conditioner fixed, we're not gonna be able to have meetings in here. And we're not gonna be able to rent the building out, so we need to get our air conditioner fixed first. And then the door jamb, he got the door jamb.
I've got it purchased, I'm waiting on it to come in. Lowe's is supposed to call me when it comes in. It's a no rock door frame. We've got a steel door to put up in the place of that one. And we've got a gentleman in the subdivision that's going to take that one out and put it up. Another gentleman donated some self-leveling cement that's out here where we can level that floor up. It's not level. We'll level it up, get that door put in. That's the next project on the line. So,
And then we can look into doing the sound. Be the next major project.
You just heard the toilet flush. That's why I was talking about building that little alcove over there. If we build that little alcove, it'll be privacy, and hopefully you won't hear that noise.
Okay.
So it's something to look into. Anyway, I've got a friend, Elmer, that owns a paint store, and he also gets deals on carpet. So I'll find out if he can get us maybe a reasonable carpet that we could put on the walls.
I don't know about carpet.
well, carpet would work on the walls. It would also work on the floor.
I'm a musician, it works, you have it on the floor and on the walls. And the acoustics.
Are you part of a band, if I might ask?
I'm 59 now, for 1.5 my life, yes, we have an album out. And
What was your instrument of choice?
excuse me?
What was your instrument of choice?
I'm a vocalist.
You're a vocalist.
Yes.
Do you know Frank Smith in the neighborhood, Cowboy?
No.
Little hunched over Cajun guy?
A year and a half.
I need to introduce you to Frank. Frank is also a musician. It's all he's done most all of his life. And even in his condition physically, which is not good, he still goes out and he plays a lot. We would love for some of our locals that make music to just get together and come make music up here like they used to. And if you're interested, I need to get some information from you before you leave. We are working with that fire department. They've got a stage, a full kitchen, a dance floor, but management in the past has used it for personal projects. So they've turned a functioning building, money-making situation, into a place to work on Jeeps and trucks and cars and stuff. So we're hoping to bring it back to where the public can go, meet their fire department, spend a little money, have a good evening locally, and not have to drive into town. But I'd like to get some contact information from you if I can.
He doesn't mind
give us your name, please.
Huh?
What's your name?
Zachary Stefano.
Okay.
Yeah, my band was a Stefano band. We have hit records at radio. But it's been about 30 years since I've been in the band. But yeah.
There's another gentleman out here who plays the drums. His name is Jay. I don't know his last name is, but he plays the drums. He goes over. I don't think I've met him. He's the gentleman who donated a. Me and Miss Kelley went to get some toast, put our decorations in. He donated some totes that he had that he was going to get rid of. And he plays drums. And he lives out there.
Yeah, I'll leave my number. I know.
What we might try to do is maybe put it on Facebook that anyone that plays instruments that or sings or something like that, you know, if they would like to meet each other, we can open up the POA hall. They can come in here, they can meet each other, they can get together and maybe come up with something that would benefit the community.
Who owns that building, the fire department or property owners?
Well,
Fire department, I think.
the property owners actually own it. That land was donated years ago by Junior at the rock shop. It was donated for the fire department to build. Volunteers got out and did all the work. They built everything. So it's, I think on the tax rolls, it's owned by the Indian Springs Volunteer Fire Department. But technically, the property owners own it.
Property owners
Sir?
say so, what goes on?
Well, they have a management group like we do here. They have volunteers, and whoever gets assigned to, say, fire chief, then he organizes the meetings, and they decide what gets done. They pay their taxes. They buy the fuel for the truck. They manage their business like we do ours.
And our fire chief at this point in time, her name is Tabitha. She's very good. She's very smart, and she would love, she wants to serve the community. She has a medical background so that will help with us getting back to being first responders. She's into making sure that the fire department gets the training they're supposed to have. Because just because you want to be on the fire department doesn't mean you know anything to be on the fire department.
That building used to, on a Friday or Saturday night, it used to be
Sure.
very well used. For years and years, then all of a sudden it just
Right.
shut down.
That was because of the management that they had in there, the fire chiefs that they had, everything.
They had an assistant fire chief, and I'm not going to speak ill of the dead, but they had an assistant fire chief that felt he owned that building. He was the fire department. And even though he was fire chief, or assistant fire chief, he called the shots, and everybody bowed to his will. He's since passed on, God rest his soul, but they've had some management there that was good, and then some that wasn't quite so good. I've never understood, since in the 20 years I've been here, why we butt heads. We're not the Hatfields and McCoys. We serve the same community. Why don't we get together? And I mentioned that to Tabitha the other day, and she goes, "You're absolutely right." So to a point, we're going to join forces. We're going to keep our individual nonprofit status, but we're going to work together because we have things they need, and they have things we need. I don't know if you're aware of this, but if you've committed a crime and you get community service, the volunteer fire departments can sign off on your community service hours if you'll come out and work for them. We don't have that ability. The county won't let us do that. But if we're working with them, then they can bring out people that need community service hours. They can work picking up trash, mowing grass for the elderly that can't get their yards cleaned, and they can burn up that community service time by helping us in the neighborhood. So we think this is gonna be a good deal all in all. We'll see.
There's a lot of things. I mean, we just, I'm sorry, Sam, but, I mean, the past is the past, but
Sure.
we used to fill this building up.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Beatles there.
I know.
It used to fill up. But
And we
now-
need to get back to that, or try to
We're
anyway.
hanging in there,
And to address one of Barry's issues that he's always asking about is game night. I've got some games that I'm going to pick up from my sister's house. My sister that passed away, she's got a bunch of board games and stuff that I'm going to be getting from her house and bringing up here. So we will have some things up here. I know there are people that love to play dominoes. I've got dominoes at the house. Some like to play checkers. I don't know if we have any chess players. I play chess, but
Backgammon,
never
I mean,
played
there's all
back.
kinds of things.
Yeah. So, we're going to get things back up here. It's just that it's not something's happening just,
yeah.
And it's gonna take time, and it's gonna take people actually participating in it.
Elmer, we have over 800 full-time residents in this neighborhood. Some are property owners, some are renters, but they're residents, they live here. 5 people, 6 people at this meeting today. What does that tell you? I mean, we do all we can.
Somebody's not getting involved, or
That's it.
they got other things that, they.
I understand
know
people
the
have
meeting's
lives.
Coming up next week, next month. They know the meetings is up here every
Sure.
second Saturday. Everybody knows it. But
Well,
they just,
I don't
we're
know.
not communicating with the residents out here about, what we need or what's going on.
I don't know if you remember, but when I first got on this board years ago, they would put a sign out by the ditch stating that we were having a meeting this Saturday, whatever the date was. And over time, that kind of went away. With some of the board members that have gone on, it quit happening. I believe that if we start putting that sign back out again, maybe one here and one down by the road, maybe it'll encourage people to show up. We'll do what we have to, Elmer.
An hour a day is a week or whatever.
Yeah.
A month, actually.
I mean, you can get some good ideas from the people that live here.
Sure.
I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, we live in this subdivision,
Yeah.
all of us. We don't live
right.
on the other side of town and call Indian Springs our getaway for the weekend or nothing like that. We all live here.
And I've had people approach me and say, hey, look, I'll volunteer to run equipment. Okay, give me your name or something, like they'll come in at a meeting. I say, give me your name and your phone number, and, and explain what just kind of write it down and tell me what you want. And they'll walk out after the meeting and won't write anything down. And then they say, well, no one ever contacted me. Well, I didn't have any contact information.
You don't have your name, we can't get a hold of you.
So, as it is right now, there's Tony and I. Jimmy Foster said he'll still help us. But
summer's coming on now.
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of expect to lose some attendance, but hell, you can't lose it. But I've been here for meetings, and there's only 3 of us.
Yeah.
And one person on board, these 3 sitting here.
We also want to do something for the graduating seniors this year in May. And we have reached out on Facebook, me and Laura both, of trying to find out, getting a head count of how many people out here are seniors for us to do something, and we have heard nothing. We know of 1 so far, and that's it. We reach out to the community but that we don't get no feedback. So that we need the feedback, because we have no way of knowing who's graduating this year and who isn't.
Well, do we have anything else on the agenda?
I cannot think of anything.
Does anybody on the floor want to make a comment, ask a question?
That gentleman back there had raised his hand.
You did raise your hand, I'm sorry.
I come here every 2 weeks. I got a couple lots. I got a couple lots, and I come here.
Can you come up to the podium so we can hear you? Your voice is very soft.
I hear something.
That's fine.
I got a couple lots in here, and I come to clean it every 2 weeks. Make sure they clean 3 weeks.
Where are your lots?
Do I have to say?
Just, oh, you don't have to, no.
Okay. But in front of my lot is an old house. I see the house forever, it's empty. And I cannot leave nothing in my property because
No.
even a board,
No.
even an old grill.
It will leave.
So
Say bye-bye, yeah.
I still thinking if I build it or not. I got one lot very clean. It's not even a tree in there. And I got another one. I start working in the other one. It's a wood lot.
Well, I understand, we have many very good people in the neighborhood. And every day we get more and more better people that buy their lots, they clear them, they build. But we still have more than our share of,
Thieves.
sorry, I didn't want to use that word. But yeah, we have some bad people here that they see what you have and they want it. And when you're looking here, they come behind you and take it.
It's a damn grill, old grill. I use it when I come to
Sure.
spend my day. I take my time. I got a sign, everything in my truck. And the grill, bye-bye.
You can leave nothing on your property if you're not, maybe put up cameras, but these thieves are very smart. They look in the trees. If they see a camera, they either knock it down or they steal it.
Yeah.
When we finished out our cabin and the building supplies and all that stuff, we made sure we had a way to lock it up. So we had our shed put in there
It's an
first.
old house in front. Nobody lives there. And they use it
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
Yeah.
dress in there. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know why they don't smash the house or.
well, you don't have to say it on camera, but give us an idea where it's at.
Just the
You can talk
general
to us
area,
later. Talk to us later about it, and if they're squatting there, maybe we could try to help. But we don't know where this is a lot of acreage out here.
Do you have neighbors? You have people close to you?
I don't have neighbors.
No? No one that can watch for you?
So I went through the same exact thing that you're going through right now, like a few years ago. And honestly, you could not leave anything behind that has value. What I would suggest for you to do is first, don't let anybody see anything. So if you're going to leave something, hide it. That's one thing, because if they cannot see it, they're not going to target it. And the second thing is you need to invest in a fence, because without a fence, anybody can get in there. And the third thing, there's some cameras. Right now, like the technology is really good. You can have a good camera, like you charge once a month. Doesn't even have to have electricity. And it's directly like sending the footage directly to your phone. So even if they knock out the camera, you still have the footage.
I got electricity, water, and everything, but everything they mess with the wire. And everything. So
It's a temporary problem.
I stopped paying my bill because
Right.
I can.
Yeah, you can't leave anything of any value at all on your property. Sometimes even overnight. If you leave and come back the next day, it's gone.
I've had some flowers taken out of my property, believe it or not.
Because
Some
they-
plants.
because
This is how-
they wanted them.
Yeah, this is like it's a temporary problem. Once you start like having more stuff in there, like fences and you know, you have a shed to hide stuff inside and stuff like that, it wouldn't be as bad, trust me.
How often do you come up? Every weekend or?
Every 2 or 3 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks.
Even in winter time, I still hang around here. I like.
It's peaceful and quiet out here.
We love it.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to, you know, another thing would be a good, if you had a fence, a good yard dog.
It's very nice because I want neighbors. I don't think I need a fence because they can. I got another plot next to the clean one, and like I don't know.
Yeah, you really need a fence because even if you live there,
They
and if
jump
you
the
don't have a
fence.
fence,
Jump the fence,
the
yes.
animals gonna come attack your animals. If you have chickens, you have things, and
I
your
live-
neighbor's dogs is gonna
Yeah,
come.
I live 5 blocks and it's only 2 there, but the real heavy ones. This one they there because they too heavy
Too heavy,
to
yeah.
carry.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And
Yes.
I went exactly to.
Too many people walking around.
A lot of
I see a couple guys with the bikes and
Yeah.
The sad part is,
there's a
no,
business in here. I don't know what they do here. Maybe they live in here. I don't know.
no matter where you go, you will have this problem. It's everywhere now. There is no safe place to live.
Believe me, the best areas in Houston, like the gallery and all of this stuff, like
Yeah.
I live in Houston, and it's pretty bad right now. Because the economy is bad and everybody is
But I try to stay away from Houston because and right here it's the same thing.
As far as security, yeah, true. But here it's a lot more fresh air and it's beautiful and more relaxing, right?
Even areas with gated communities right now in security, they're still finding ways in, breaking into homes. It's sad.
It's very sad.
If we don't have anything more major, I would love to call for an adjournment.
Do we have an adjournment? Got a motion by Mary,
Seconded by Elmer.
Elmer second.